let's see, other stuff I could ask you about. Oh yeah, so, uh, let's see. Oh yeah, you mentioned TanookiTeddy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts of him?
I like him. He's a nice LP. He has a nice laid back commentary style.
I mean, he's a cool cat, or a cool Tanuki, I guess I could say.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I first, I can't even remember how I found him. All I know is the first LP I watched of his was a Super Mario World LP, and it's just like you could tell he really enjoyed the game, and he really just wanted to convey how much he enjoyed it when he was a kid.
Yes, and well, speaking of when he was a kid, or actually, I'll save that for later. But when I saw that, I was like, wow, he really has a lot of fun with the games that he does, and I also find him very funny, and he doesn't even try to be funny.
Yeah, see, that's the best kind of funny. It's the funny where it's just like you just say something and all of a sudden people find it funny, and it's just like, well, okay, we'll go with that. That's cool. Funny's cool.
Yeah, and sometimes I find some of the stuff that Tanuki Teddy says, and even not just Tanuki Teddy, but even his co-hosts, if you will.
Oh, Jake's my favorite one.
Hmm. I'm kind of torn between Jake and Holden. I mean, because Jake is funny. No, don't get me wrong, but I kind of have some sort of I do enjoy Holden as well. Helping out Tanuki Teddy, and if I ever do get the chance to interview him like this, I'll ask him stuff. I mean, I'm not going to ask him any personal questions, but I'll ask him how they became friends and stuff like that. But I find Holden and Jake to be very good co-commentators. They are really good at what they do.
Well, I mean, I like Jake because he kind of has a dry humor about him. Something similar, but not quite the same to what Slim Kirby has. Just a very dry humor, and it's just it's not necessarily so much some of the things he says, but the way he says them that makes him funny.
Yes, sometimes even the way I say things can come off as very funny. I mean, I can try to think of a lot of examples, but I think you're better off just actually watching some of the videos. But
Yeah.
I'll have to think about that in a moment. But yeah, Tanuki Teddy, very good guy, very good guy. But in fact, I remember, I forget if it was through another YouTuber or if he just simply came to my channel. Either way, I mean, I remember I forget if it was through my channel or through another person's channel. I'm gonna say my channel because it's probably the most likely of the two. But I remember the first time he came to my channel, he was he was a rookie right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that I was actually there since the beginning would not be an understatement. In fact, it would not be even be an overstatement because it's true.
Yeah, I think I found him like 4 or 5 episodes into a Super Mario World. So
We were there for the most part at the start.
yeah, I mean, I'm sitting there like this guy's got potential. I'm gonna subscribe and I want to see where he goes. And he's already hit 200 subs, which
I
I
mean,
have to applaud him for because I've been at this for a while and I've only just recently hit 100. So he's doing something right.
oh yeah, he's definitely doing something right. And uh, but as far as Tanuki Teddy, yeah, this guy is a star. Like I always call my fans, like I recently started calling them stars, as in stars in the sky,
Mm.
celebrities, or even the Lumas from Mario Galaxy. That's what I call you guys because the way I see it is that a Let's Player can only go so far by himself or herself or themselves without the fans. Like, you could be the most talented person in the world, but if you don't even have any fans, what good is that?
Indeed, even though you kind of ruined it because I was going to make some sort of joke that you called them stars because they managed to put up with you for this long.
Well, but still, I mean, I I always call them stars is because I do the work. They just watch the Let's Play, but you know, You know, sometimes the celebrities forget who put them there, and that was the fans. You know, Slim Kirby. You know, he didn't get there by himself. He had us. He had us Star Warriors. That's what he called.
Yep.
He calls us fans. And I mean, you have the RawkHawk. And up until recently, I had Toads and Toadettes, but then I changed them into stars. So I have the stars with me, and LP Grotus, another good friend of mine, which I'll mention later on. He has frogs, because, well, I call him the frog, and yet he kind of ran with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I interviewed him earlier, so that's why I'm saying this.
Yeah.
But the point is, without fans, you're not getting anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And TanookiTeddy is a star, and he has fans. Really good guy. Very good.
Yep.
And, but you know what? I think you're doing a pretty good job yourself. You know.
I try. I sit down. I record the videos. I say things.
I mean, I didn't just find you out of nowhere. Or actually, I mean, I mean, I've seen you around, but I never had a chance to actually, you know, go to your channel and watch your stuff. Excuse me, consistently.
Mm-hmm.
But I really think you're doing a really great job with what you're doing, and the fact that you have 100 subscribers, I mean, that's a big milestone right there.
Yep, it is. Like I said, I saw that when I saw that 100 subs, I literally had to resist going outside into the streets and just running around and just jumping on things and climbing probably the nearest tree and shouting it from the top of the tree.
Yeah. Hang on a second. Sorry about this. Be right back.
Making a cut with editing magic. Boop bop. A little something for you there to make you laugh when you're editing this. If you even listen to it. If you don't, then I'll be sad face. Ziggy boogie doo. How could I forget that? It was the Gamer Spotlight. How the hell do I forget that? Ah, bugger. Oh, and I hear you coming back.
I'm very sorry about that. I always hate it when I get interrupted, but unfortunately this is going to be a much more shorter interview than very normal, I hate to say it, because I have to actually leave at around 5:20, which is a 3-hour difference from where you are, but but you know, we can make another part to go with this one.
That's up to you.
You know, it'll be unique, no doubt about it, but we'll just add some more later on when we get a chance to record more. I'll just have to, you know, like put it together like that. So we'll go from there. But we still have some time. What was I talking about?
Stuff? Question mark?
Oh God! Now I forgot what I was gonna. Oh, right. How.